start.
All crews away in very smart fashion. Stanford in lane 1 appear to have moved out to a 2-seat lead over UCLA. Very even between UCLA and Wisconsin, with Louisville just dropping back a little bit. As they come out of their starting routine and start to settle down into the race, it's Stanford by about 3 feet over UCLA. Very close between these crews. Wisconsin seem to be very settled, rowing well within themselves, and have a lot of boat speed. On the far outside, Louisville. They're hanging on in there, but they're about half a length down on the rest of the field as they come through the 250. Wisconsin in lane 3. Very smooth, very controlled. One thinks that they will probably have something left for the latter half of this race as they come down through the 500-meter mark. There's very little separating lane 1 Stanford and lane 2 UCLA, with about 2 to 3 seats back to Wisconsin and about 3/4 of a length back to Louisville in lane 4.
Through 500 meters in the second part of our Jessop-Whittier Cup Series. Outstanding female crews coming down this way. On the early lead, Stanford with a good start, holding off UCLA out there in lane number 2. It is Wisconsin in lane 3 and Louisville in lane 4. And that is the basic lineup as they move down the way right now. Each of these crews have had at least 2 early season races before they get to the 2008 San Diego Crew Classic. Stanford followed by UCLA, Wisconsin, and Louisville.
Shot there of the UCLA women. And that would be Louisville. Coming up to the 1,000-meter mark. Shot there of the Stanford women. And UCLA giving them a look. Red and white blades of Stanford University. Correction, I should say the Cardinal.
Our 500-meter announcer from the water, Charlie Luckman, indicated that Stanford got off to that early lead, followed by UCLA, but he was particularly impressed by the way Wisconsin has settled in and seemed to feel that they may have something at the end. We'll watch. Louisville out there in lane number 4 is currently in that 4th position.
The Wisconsin Badgers always have a strong men's and women's crew. But being in Madison, Wisconsin, and just having ice off in the last week or 2, haven't had much water time. There's been a lot of training with the ergs and land training, so they usually evolve very quickly. Shot there of the Wisconsin crew.
Four crews in this particular event. There are 2 heats, so there'll be 3 of them moving forward. And right now it's looking like we're holding on to our early situation with Stanford on the lead. They're in lane number 1 along the shoreline. UCLA in lane 2, but they are being challenged on the outside by Wisconsin in lane 3, and Louisville is trailing, but they are certainly not out of the hunt.
Shot there of the leader, Stanford, coming up to the 500-meter to go mark. Fairly strong tailwind accompanying these women down the course. Relatively flat water conditions. And we're near slack tide.
This is Stanford along the shoreline. They got off to a good start, and they have been rowing steadily and well throughout. They are being challenged by UCLA out there in lane number 2. Wisconsin in lane 3, and then back just a bit Louisville. We're looking for the first 3 to move forward.
It's neck and neck with 300 meters to go. Wisconsin now making a move. They look pretty solid for that 3rd spot, but they're not looking like they're willing to settle for that.
It is UCLA. Check that, Stanford along the shoreline. UCLA in 2nd spot in lane 2. Wisconsin certainly don't look like they're rusty at all, even though they have not been out on the open water that much so far this year. UCLA with about a 4-seat lead here. Check that, Stanford a 4-seat lead along the shoreline. UCLA in 2nd spot, about 4 back. And then Wisconsin, we have some open water back to Louisville. It looks like the call that we've had there will be the 3 that will move forward in event 10, Jessop-Whittier Cup.
At the finish, first in, Stanford, followed by UCLA and Wisconsin. Stanford women not looking too stressed there, saving a bit for tomorrow's final. I want to go back to our Copley Cup Heat A and Heat B results. Washington, as you know, was the winner of Heat A in a time of 5:41.6, followed by Harvard in a time of 5:46.82, more than 5 seconds back, and Stanford, the final qualifier there. Going to Heat B, Cal took that one right at the finish with a little bit rocky start, finished up in 1st place with a time of 5:45.4, which is about 4 seconds slower than the Washington time. They were closely trailed by Yale at 5:45.71, and the 3rd qualifier would be Northeastern University out of Boston at 5:46.18. So that looks to be a very solid field for tomorrow's final in the Copley Cup.